post-race stretching or pre-race or both?
Okay, let's talk about that.
Because do you want to stretch too much before a race? You don't.
No, you don't.
Really?
You don't. Yeah, your muscles are, unless you've already really warmed up quite a bit through it the day. If it's first thing in the morning, you want to get a little dynamic movement. So you don't want to do really deep yoga stretches where you hold for a while. But you could go for a quick walk and a little dynamic stuff.
Right, to get
to
the
warm
hips
the hips
loose
up
and stuff.
and warm your back up.
You know, listen, I'm paying attention because this is coming in handy for my golf game, correct?
Totally. Totally. Running.
Because I don't run. I'm not a runner right now. And I do want to say, we keep referring to it as a race, but in the end, it's a run, right?
Well, some people, it's a race. You want to really get your best time, but like you mentioned with our beginner class, this is their very first event. It's a run.
Leanne's got her stretching shoes on too. It's perfect.
Take them off. But I think for a lot of people though, there are some that are going in with the mentality that this is a race that they're looking for.
They have a time they're looking for.
A race against themselves.
But there's a lot of people who have an emotional attachment that they're raising money for a certain fun, and so this is just about the experience. And then there are people who literally have set this as a goal that I'm going to do. I just want to cross the finish line.
Oh yeah, and it's a very busy race, so it's hard to get a personal best time. The 5K, you're just diving in and everything all the time. Yeah. So I heard one of your favorite stretches was a lunge.
No, it's funny. No, seriously, we're at Bust a Move and we did a yoga class, and I really enjoyed it, and I think it could be quite beneficial to me personally.
Anybody.
But the yoga instructor comes down and he goes, "Sir, your hand should be up by your foot," and I said, "Sir, it doesn't go that way."
Yeah, so all right. Yeah. Okay, well, why don't you come on the mat? Because you can do this with the dress on, and you can do this with your shoes on.
Okay, good.
Okay, right. So I'll guide you to do it very gently, especially if people are going to feel really tight after they run. You don't need to go really deep, right? So you can just take it easy. So you can take let's take our right foot and just step it forward. Okay, and your left foot just wiggles back a little bit. So you want to be up, hopefully with your shoes on, you can be up on your back toe.
Okay.
Right, and then this is key. You want to you can even put one of your hands on your lower back, and you want to kind of do a little pelvic tilt.
Okay, yeah.
That's it, right? Because you want to feel this back leg stretch, the front of your back leg. Those are the muscles that move you forward.
Yeah, yeah.
They pick your leg up when you run. So if you've been running for 2 hours, you want to stretch that. So this may be enough for some people if you're really tight.
Okay.
You can wiggle back,
So exciting.
You can wiggle down more with your back foot and go even deeper. And then you'll feel it a little bit more, right? And you just take the hips and tuck them up. Yes. Now you feel it, huh? You stretch through your back leg.
Yeah,
that's all you have to do, right? This is a yoga pose. You want to go deeper, the hands go on the mat, etc. You can go a lot deeper.
Okay.
And then we'll do the other side. So you come forward.
Make sure you do all the other side.
Yeah,
always,
you don't want to be in balance, right? And you step back.
Well,
so you
I'm
want your
imbalanced
feet
enough.
about hip width apart. This is one of the best. If you just do 2 or 3 stretches, do this one, number 1, because you're going to get the muscles that you use when you're running.
I can feel that in my hip, and I like it.
That's what you want. And you don't have to go crazy, get your hands all the way down on the mat. And you just tuck your toe, tuck your hip under. Remember, your knee points directly forward so you don't compromise your knee.
And you don't go too far with your knee, right?
Oh, yep. Just right over the ankle.
Yeah.
And then you come back up. All right. Okay. And then we'll do a little bit of, let me think what we'll do next. Okay. We're going to do a balance pose. Okay. So just open your hip very gently. So you're going to take your foot onto your ankle and bring your knee out to the side. Okay.
Wow.
And then you
just
can
open your hip.
Just open your hip. You can draw your foot up your calf a little bit if you want.
We should do team stretches before every show. Like,
why not?
What do you think?
I'm totally for
it.
And
then you put your hand on your inner thigh and just open your hip up a little bit. Right? It doesn't have to be crazy, right? You just want to get this gentle opening through this group of muscles that work so hard for you when you're running.
Well, once again, I have success because I can feel it, right?
Yeah. Don't have to do much.
Make sure you do the other side.
Thank you. Job as a yoga teacher later on.
Now, I think the one thing that they have done this year is they've extended the walk from the finish line out to the rest of the, so people actually have more time to walk it off rather than finish.
You should though, right? No matter how long the race.
So walking it off is a huge part of it.
Because definitely.
Everything feels like Jell-O.
Yes, so that's one thing. So once you finish that, and when you cross the finish line, you're going to come and all the food's there, right? And then stop.
Yeah,
stop yourself.
So they've made it longer so that there's a longer time from the finish line until the food.
Get there.
So you've got a longer time to walk before that.
Big tip, it's going to be very busy, like 20,000 plus people down there tomorrow night. If you know you want to have something to eat or drink right afterwards and you're going to feel very overheated, then don't bring your own food, right? So what I do is instead of getting up in the lineup and then getting under that tent and you're too hot, I check my bag, which is really easy. It's very efficient to do. And in that I have a drink, I have a Lara bar or an apple or something like that. And I go get my own food. So I can go right back, get it, and keep walking.
We got to run, but thanks for coming and find out more at the Elation Centre about yoga and so on.
Yeah, all the stretches are online. Good luck to all of you runners,
I can look.
Thank you.
I could have my hips nice and loose before the golf.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be right back.